Back to assess her new brand as ever. She's previously hinted she might never restock her jam because the first batch sold out within 45 minutes. Now, the first batch was, 60 jars?
One bite. That's all it took. A single, razor-sharp crunch of a scone, glazed in Meghan Markle's brand new, as ever, raspberry spread, slid toward Gordon Ramsay at a hush-hush preview inside LA's most exclusive dining room. Moments later, napkins flew, silverware clattered, and Ramsay's legendary growl boomed across the marble walls. Unfit for dog's breakfast! Most celebrity products survive polite shrug-offs. This one detonated. Within minutes, a phone-filmed clip of Ramsay spitting the crimson smear into his napkin blazed across X, TikTok, and every Royal Watch forum known to humankind.
A taste of entitlement, greed, avarice and deception.
Jamgate hashtag was born, and Meghan's supposedly bulletproof reinvention shattered before dessert was cleared. But to understand why the fallout scorched so fast, you must rewind to the Scarcity Miracle launch that had fans scrambling just weeks earlier. When As Ever opened its digital doors, only about 60 jars appeared, priced at a cool $45 for barely 8 ounces. They vanished in 45 minutes, and people hailed the sellout as a masterstroke. Insiders later whispered, most of that batch went straight to friends and influencers, not everyday shoppers. Artificial hype or savvy strategy? Either way, the stage was set.
But stepping back from a brand that you've only just launched suggests to me it's not been as successful as someone might have hoped. Let's talk to royal biographer of her husband, Prince Harry, Angela Levin.
The branding dripped with carefully curated luxury, pastel labels, hand-lettered fonts, and a press release promising home kitchen authenticity. Yet, British tabloids quickly sniffed out a twist. The jam wasn't simmered in Montecito at all, but mass-produced nearly 2,000 miles away in Illinois by Republic of Tea, the same factory churning out Meghan's teas. The disconnect between hand-poured love and industrial vats already had skeptics sharpening their knives. Still, As Ever marched on, buoyed by breathless lifestyle blogs and glossy influencer reels.
While Meghan Markle's As Ever product line completely sold out, many, including myself, were wondering if that highly anticipated jam lived up to the hype. Well, the reviews are in, and they are a bit mixed. Now, some have started calling it scam jam on social media.
Then came the invite-only tasting at Amethyst, a haunt where reservations trade on WhatsApp for 4 figures. Ramsay, never one to mince adjectives, was seated front and center beside 2 Hollywood producers, a Michelin veteran, and a streaming service exec sniffing potential collabs. The jam-topped scone arrived on bone-white porcelain. One chew, a grimace, and the chef's chair screeched back. Chemical, slimy, pretentious, he barked, slapping the plate away. Diners froze, phones rose, careers and soon a brand buckled. By the time Meghan's comms team learned of the eruption, the grainy clip had clocked 2 million views, and the hashtags DogBrekkie and Ramsay VE Meghan trended worldwide.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. I was told by somebody they were only putting out 10 jars. So, of course, it would all go because I think she sold them to her friend.
Food world titans piled on. Thomas Keller reportedly quipped, "If that's premium, I'll bottle ketchup tomorrow," while jam artisans roasted the spread's runny texture. Call it fruit soup, not jam. Critics compared As Ever's viscosity to bargain store squeezables. Ironically, the Washington Post had just judged Meghan's jam, top of a blind taste test, praising its bright fruit and floral notes. Taste, it seemed, depended on the tongue and the camera angle. Inside retail circles, panic set in. Erewhon paused pending shelf space. A Whole Foods buyer leaked that restock talks were on indefinite hold. Boutique grocers yanked pre-order pages overnight, worried that a viral takedown might stick to their own reputations.
Meghan Markle's new lifestyle brand, As Ever, drops this week, and her £10.80 jam, gone. Herbal teas, sold out. Luxury honey, not a drip left. The launch comes alongside her Netflix show With Love, Meghan, which got mixed reviews but still hit Netflix's top 10, so somebody's watching.
Meghan's PR squad blamed mishandled storage, claiming the restaurant served an unrefrigerated jar. Culinary pros shot back, "Fridges don't fix formulas." The defense rang hollow. Royal courtiers, meanwhile, reportedly howled with schadenfreude. Several aides told tabloids that Buckingham Palace saw Ramsay's rant as poetic justice. Karma for Netflix tell-alls and Oprah bombshells. No official statement came, but one well-placed commentator summed up the palace mood in a single word: hilarious. After years of bruising PR sparring, the Windsors finally got to sit ringside while someone else, this time a chef, not a columnist, delivered the uppercut. Yet beyond the meme storm lay a subtler, deeper wound: brand fatigue.
I mean, I'll be fair, that's quite a fruity taste, isn't it?
It's tangy. It's nice.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
It's all right.
Observers tallied Meghan's shapeshifts: actor, duchess, activist, podcast host, Hollywood producer, now luxe foodie entrepreneur, and asked whether any persona had truly stuck. With each pivot came soaring expectations and, often, abrupt endings. The Spotify deal axed, the Netflix ratings slump. The short-lived American Riviera orchard name quietly ditched for the broader as ever. Every launch promised the real Meghan. Every stumble birthed fresh doubt. Ramsay's spit take crystallized that doubt into a single shareable image.
That's been a spectacular success, hasn't it? And I know there are quite a lot, I certainly did, but they did a lot of very nice tarts that were sold at my local supermarket. They're absolutely top-notch. But there was some talk that she apparently was the view, I mean, she's got some podcast that's already finished where it's sort of like women found, I mean, I don't bother learning the names of these things because they never last that long.
In an age where influencer gloss often trumps substance, a world-famous chef reminding viewers that ingredients matter felt revolutionary and devastating for a brand built on narrative first, flavor second. Viewers didn't need to taste the jam. They watched Ramsay recoil and viscerally believed him. As the clip racked up millions, Meghan's team faced three brutal options. First, double down, reformulate, invite neutral experts to retest, and parlay transparency into redemption. Second, pivot again. Lean into beauty, fashion, or home decor, letting the jam fade into collector jar lore. Third, retreat, allowing as ever to slow burn until public memory resets. Then relaunch under a softer spotlight. Each path carried risk. Another flop could stain not just as ever, but any future venture bearing the Markle name. Meanwhile, watchdog journalists kept digging. Vanity Fair unearthed details tying as ever spreads and teas to white label production lines, undercutting the artisan narrative. The Daily Beast poked holes in tea sourcing claims, revealing bulk order origins identical to supermarket sachets a quarter of the price. Even loyal fans, once dazzled by glossy Instagram reels, admitted in comment threads that the illusion felt thinner than the jam itself. Ramsay, for his part, refused to soften the attack when TMZ ambushed him outside LAX. "Absolutely not," he snapped when asked if he regretted the outburst. "I'd rather eat from a bin." He then delivered a chef's kiss of finality. Standards don't bend for status. The soundbite ricocheted across morning shows and late-night monologues. Suddenly, quality, not celebrity, was trending. In Santa Barbara, insiders claimed Meghan cycled through fury, disbelief, then calculated calm. A new plan formed. Invite select journalists to a farm-to-table luncheon at her estate, showcase small-batch prototypes, and unveil a sweeter comeback. Perhaps a rosé launch, teased on As Ever's site. Yet retailers remained wary, demanding independent lab tests before giving shelf space.
Meghan Markle, wow. As ever, the relaunch was a bigger disaster than anyone.
When a brand's promise of authenticity fractures, proof, not promises, repairs the crack. Royal biographers noted the irony. Meghan once vowed to escape the palace bubble and craft her own destiny. Now, her biggest challenge had nothing to do with monarchs, but with mundane things like pectin ratios and bottleneck sealing. In modern celebrity culture, kitchen credibility may wield more power than any crown. As days stretched into weeks, the stock of unsold jam reportedly piled high in a Ventura County warehouse. Sources claimed a quiet charity donation was considered. an olive branch to shift headlines from ridicule to compassion. But cynical commentators predicted photographs of food bank shelves lined with as-ever jars would spark fresh mockery, from gourmet to giveaway in 30 days. That tension between authenticity and optics hangs over every decision ahead. Does Meghan risk more bad press by tweaking and relaunching? Or does she cut losses and chase a new dream? PR gurus disagree. Some argue redemption arcs play well on TikTok. Document the reformulation, show humility, win hearts. Others warn the public's patience for reinvention is thinning fast. Through all of it, Ramsay's verdict looms like a billboard. If it's not real, it won't last. For a generation raised on curated feeds, that message pierced deeper than any royal exposé. Because when the smoke of scandal clears, taste buds remember. And so we reach the lingering question, one I'll leave simmering in your mind. In the battle between polished image and undeniable substance, which side ultimately writes the final chapter of a brand? Meghan Markle's next move will answer that, not only for herself, but for every celebrity banking on sparkle over flavor. Whatever she plates up next, the world and Gordon Ramsay's palate will be watching. Thanks for